Are you turning 65 in 2025, or you're looking to review and possibly reshop your current coverage, but you want to know what are the best Medicare supplements for next year? Well, in this video today, I'm going to share with you two of the best supplements that you can take out to shield yourself against rising medical costs in 2025. So as you see here on the screen, there are 10 Medicare supplements available. But for today's video, I'm going to focus on two of the most popular ones, and that is the Plan G, which is the most popular, and then Plan N, which is the second most popular. So let's start with Medicare Supplement Plan G. Your Plan G is going to cover the $1,632 deductible that comes with Part A. Now, these are 2024 numbers, so this could be higher in 2025. They haven't released that as of yet, so we're using 2024 numbers in this particular video. The only thing it does not cover is the Part B deductible. Once again, for 2024 is $240, and that is projected to go up to $257. So if I have a Plan G, it's not only going to shield me against that Part A deductible, but it's also not going to shield me against that Part B deductible. But it is going to pay the 20% that's left over from Medicare, because Medicare pays 80% of my medical bills, and my supplement pays the other 20%. And the reason that you want a Medigap plan or Medicare Supplement plan is to shield you against that 20%, because there's no cap or no limit on it. And then finally, it's going to cover what's known as excess charges. Excess charges are simply this. It's where Medicare has an approved billing rate, but gives providers the opportunity to charge 15% above that. If you're on a Plan G, you will be shielded against that as well. And then the final thing I'll say here about a Medicare supplement, because the number one reason why most people like a Medicare supplement is because they can go to any doctor, any hospital, any provider that takes Medicare, and that is pretty much everywhere. And a Plan G with Company A is the same as a Plan G with Company B. This is why you want to work with a broker advisor like us here at Agape, because we don't just represent one carrier. We work with multiple carriers, which allows us to be loyal to you and not one specific carrier. So I can't stress this enough, because I run into people all across the country that are paying $30, $40, $50, sometimes more per month for a supplement that they could have got for $30, $40, $50 or less. Now, before I get into the second most popular plan, the Plan N, if you are getting value out of this video so far, would you take a moment to hit the like button for us, click subscribe, and then comment below. If there's something that I don't touch on during this video today, I would love to hear your feedback, and I promise you that we will answer that. Now, let's take a look at Medicare Supplement Plan N. This is the second most popular Medicare Supplement plan out there. And just like the Plan G, it's going to cover that Part A deductible, that $1,632 per each benefit period. Once again, I'm using 2024 numbers. The Part B deductible, it does not cover. So just like the Plan G, it does not cover the deductible, which this year is $240, and it's projected to go up to $257 next year. But it does shield me against that 20% that's left over from original Medicare. And remember, there's no cap or there's no limit on it. That's why you want to protect yourself by having a Medicare supplement plan in place. Now, here's another difference. The other difference here is that Plan N does not cover excess charges. Remember, an excess charge is where Medicare has an approved billing rate, but they allow providers to charge up to 15% above that. Now, here's the good news. The good news is that only happens about 2 to 3% of the time across the country. So a Plan N can be a good situation for some people. And then the other thing it's going to add is a $20 copay every time I go see a provider, nurse practitioner, specialist, or it's going to add a $50 copay if I go to the ER and I'm not admitted tonight. So once again, Plan N is a Plan N. It doesn't matter which carrier you want to go with, but you want to work with someone who works with multiple carriers. That way you don't wind up paying more money out of the gate, so to speak, for a plan when you could get it for less. Now, who is a plan in for? Well, a plan in is for people that are extremely healthy, don't have a past medical history where they're going to the doctor every single month or 8 to 10 times per year. A plan in is good for someone who says, I only go maybe once a year. I don't take very many medicines, and so I don't mind, paying a couple of copays. I don't mind the excess charge, because on average, the plan in could save you anywhere from about $20 to $50 more in premium for a month. Now, the plan G here is the Cadillac plan. So it's the most popular for a reason, because a lot of people go, well, I don't want to deal with any headaches whatsoever. I just want to be able to go in and get out and just pay my little Part B deductible for the year. And then my plan covers everything. I don't have to worry about copays, so on and so forth. Now, one thing I want to make you aware of as well is Plan G also has the highest rate increases out of all the Medicare supplement plans, where Plan N has the lowest. So that could be something to factor in, because remember, my first time on Medicare in most states, I'm going to get a get out of jail free card, which means I don't have to go through underwriting. But my second time and thereafter, I do have to go through underwriting in most states. So there are some states that have special rules, but in most states, I do have to worry about underwriting my second or my third time if I'm to review and to reshop this plan later on down the road. And if I go through underwriting, that means that I have to go through questions being answered for my health, is they're going to look at my medical history and my medicines as well. So if you want to take a deeper dive into Medicare, then go watch my Medicare 101 series here.